Great to see you here at Yokohama. So why is Khronos at a conference like this?
Well, Khronos has a worldwide membership, and it's actually good for us to keep in contact with the Asian members. The Asian membership is actually quite a large percentage of the Khronos group, and it's hard to bring all of the members out here for face-to-face meetings, and so we kind of grab every opportunity we can to come out to a trade show like this and engage with the local membership.
Mm-hmm. What do you think of the trade show? How do you like it in terms of the number of people that attended, the quality of the exhibitors, or anything like that? Any feel for that?
Yeah, I mean, I like that the fact now we have a Siggraph in Asia. Yeah. I think it's easy to become too US-centric, and it's good. There's a real community out here. I mean, Japan has always embraced OpenGL, mm-hmm. and they're embracing OpenCL and CUDA and all the good stuff that we're working on. So I think it's good that we're here, and I'm glad that the show is in its second year. It seems to be establishing itself as a viable venue. I think in the economy it's hard with the number of people here, but hopefully we can keep it growing.
I think the economy is a factor to also consider, because when we had Siggraph in Boston, a lot of the Japanese companies didn't come because Boston was just that much further away from Los Angeles.
Right.
And so it just was just too much expense for them to cover. So when the economy is down, it's great to have a local show.
Yeah.
And the Japanese have been really, I think, pioneers of a lot of computer graphics technology.
That's right. That's right. And they managed to start it off in probably the worst 2 years ever. So hopefully
nowhere to go but up.
Exactly. Yeah. So I mean, so we are here in Japan. The economy is struck pretty bad here, as well as in the US. I mean, what have you found here? Are people optimistic or pessimistic? Are things looking up here or not?
It depends who you talk to. The Japanese are cautiously optimistic. The Americans tend to be a little bit more enthusiastic than the Japanese right now. I think the difference is that the United States, the gross national product for the last quarter is going up quite a bit. We're looking at 2, maybe 3% growth, and whereas the Japanese expected a 4% GNP growth, they only got 1%, and that kind of rocked them back a little bit, and so they're tempering their enthusiasm.
Right. But then the Japanese are used to zero rate interest.
Maybe
situation normal.
But overall, the comments that we're going to make at the Khronos meeting is that people are worried about unemployment and how unemployment is at an all-time high of 10%. And yes, that's tragic, but that still means that 90% of the people are employed.
Right.
And so 90% of the Japanese are employed, 90% of the Americans are employed. That's a lot of people working.
Right. And there's a lot of innovation here too. So what's the most interesting things you've seen here at the show?
Well, it's interesting because Siggraph continues to bring out the renderers. Mm-hmm. Lots and lots of renderers still showing novel techniques for rendering. We thought rendering was done, but obviously it isn't. The robotics here, of course, this is Japan and they like robots, and so we saw all kinds of cute and amazing robots. And also I was surprised by the amount of motion capture stuff, and motion capture that is almost invisible.
Right.
And I made a quick analysis that in Siggraph New Orleans, there were about 4 or 5 motion capture companies.
Yes.
Well, there's 4 at least, and maybe 5 motion capture companies here. So ratio-wise, it's higher.
Right. It wouldn't be Siggraph without motion capture.
No.
Okay, you guys, I think that's great. Thanks very much.